Performance task number 2. This is about the t-shirt business. Now, here's a scenario. You will run a t-shirt business and you'll be provided 50,000 to start the business. So you have identified the following costs: the heat press machine, the t-shirts in bulk, and the transfer to press onto each shirt. Now, the first question is, if you have 50,000, how many shirts can you make? And then, how much will each t-shirt cost? So you need to make a price function. Like, how will you do it? For example, you will say P of X, remember the P of X equals how much per t-shirt? And then you add the cost of the heat press machine. Now with that price function, so you need to make a formula. With that price function, you need to estimate the cost if you will produce 500 printed t-shirts. So again, based from your price function, you need to add the 500 t-shirts, make a costing. Then make a costing again. What if someone will order 1,000 printed t-shirts? How much will be the cost? Again, it's no longer 50,000. It will be more than that, since you need to check how many t-shirts could you make in 50,000. Then afterwards, because remember you have a price function, you need to show your profit if you have 500 t-shirts and if you have 1,000 t-shirts. For example, if in this scenario, the 50,000, I could only make 200 t-shirts, how much will be the price per t-shirt? Then, based on the same price, you need to estimate if each t-shirt costs 300 pesos here in 50,000, how much will be my profit? Again, the profit is total selling price or revenue minus the cost. That will be your profit. And also share with us your profit if you will sell 1,000 t-shirts. Now let me go directly to performance task number 3. This is the easiest performance task actually. Performance task number 3 is you need to study the trend of the Philippine population. So track the Philippine population from 2010 to 2019, research about it, and make a table of values, then graph the Philippine population. Evaluate if the graph represents a function. If it is a function, evaluate if it is one-to-one or not. Then you need to answer this question. What can you say about the Philippine population? If the trend increase or decrease continues, what possible problems can it bring in the future? Now, let me give you an example. Let me share my whiteboard again for a sample for topic number 3, for performance task number 3. But this time, I will not have the Philippine population. What will I share with you is the MVCA population. Where's my whiteboard again? There. Okay, this is very similar. This time, let me just have the MVCA population. Now, what's the first thing to do? I need to write the table of values. Let me just make it shorter. It's from 2010, right? Let me just make 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019. So you need to make a research. Your Y will be the population. So in 2015, based on the data, we only have 120 students. In 2016, we have 150. Next, In 2017, it's the start of the senior high school, we have reached up to 270. In 2018, we have reached 340. And last year, our population is in 502. This year, our population is only at 473, I think. So now, this will be your first, the table of values. Next, what will you do next? Graph the function. Again, our x is 2015, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And here, let me just make 100, 150, di siya kaabot na, 200, 300, 400, and 500. Now let us first plot the points. See example, in 2015, 120. Okay. 2016, 150. 2017, 200. Sorry, it's not that accurate. Just for illustration, 2018, 340. 2019, 502. And let's add 2020. 2020, we are down to 400 plus. Then connect them. Sorry, I could not go with the flow, with the connect the dots. Okay, erase the ending. That should only end up to the last. Oops. Okay. Not the eraser. Still the eraser. Okay, here. 400 plus. So we end here. Now, what will we do next? We need to evaluate whether it's a function or not. Based on your lesson, you just draw the vertical line test. So, sorry, it's not a vertical line. It is a function. Next, we need to draw whether it's one-to-one or not. Draw the horizontal line test. Only at one point. So it is 1, 2, 1. Then, what will happen based on the trend? If it continues to increase, what could be the problem? There could be lack of classrooms, and what else? There could be shortage of teachers. So that's how you do it. Now, any questions? No need to determine what type of function. Yes, math. You don't need to determine what type of function. Just function or not, one-to-one or not one-to-one. Dili man given ang sales. For PT number 2, as what Eliza asked a while ago, how to determine the profit, you need to set the selling price. For example, in your first, you have a price function. The price function is your selling price. Ma'am, kung mag-print, idikit sa module, yes. Other questions? I guess surviving, are you still surviving for the first week? Those are really easy topics for now. So let's go for each topic. Question for number 1, lesson number 1. I guess I made an error. Remember the circle? The circle should be a function, not a function. Lesson number 2 is a grade 7 topic. Same with lesson number 3. So, any questions? I only have 4 minutes left for my basic. No other questions? Proceed. Okay. How to ask questions, Jonah? You could type in the chat room. in the chat. You can type a message and send it to me. Okay, further questions? Submission of modules will be on Sunday, 1 to, for the academy, 1 to 3 in the afternoon. So if you have questions, feel free to chat me in Telegram, and I'll also upload this video.